grab a text plus node. I'm just going to write shine. I'm going to change the font to Poppins, increase the size, and I'm going to change it to extra bold italic and decrease the tracking. Now I'm going to open the text and Fusion page, space it out. First thing I'm going to do is get a brightness and contrast node, make the brightness 1, select pre-divide post-multiply. Now I'm going to copy this and paste it. Now I'm going to change the value, brightness value to 0.25. Now I'm going to get a bitmap. I'm going to attach the output of the template to the yellow input of the bitmap. And I'm going to attach this to the brightness and contrast node, the second one. Then I'm going to bring 2 rectangle masks, and I'm going to shorten the rectangle mask. So this first one I'm going to bring to the left and angle it slightly. And the second one, I'm going to shorten it, bring it to the right, and angle this again slightly. Now I'm going to increase the soft edge just a little bit on both of them, connect them to each other, and then connect them to the bitmap mask. Then connect them to the mask of the first brightness and contrast node. Now I'm going to go into the bitmap, select invert, and I'm going to move the center X just to the right a little bit and down just a little bit. If I change the color, you'll be able to see. So I'm just going to change the color to this orange, and there you get your basic shine effect. Now we want to level this up. So what we're going to do is we're going to push this over to the right. And we're going to get a background node, a Gaussian blur, create bump map, and a color corrector. And we're going to connect the template to the background. We're going to get a merge node and put it before the brightness and contrast node. And we're just going to change the operator from over to in. And we're going to attach this color corrector to this merge, the green input. And in the create bump map, we can change the height scale, but nothing is going to show. As you can see, nothing shows when I change the height scale. And that's because the background needs to change color. So I'm just going to change it to white. Now, when I change the height scale, you can see there's more depth. I'm going to leave this on 100. Now I'm going to go into the color corrector and use this orange right here. Now, there's one more thing we can do to level this up even more, which is by copying this first template, Control-C, then pressing Control-Shift-V to create an instance template. And then we grab a background node and connect it to the background node, and then get a merge node and place it in between the 2 brightness and contrast nodes, and then get this output of the first rectangle, attach it to the instance template, then attach the output of the background to the green input of the merge, and then we can change this color to whatever we want, and it will change the light sweep. So I'm going to change this to this orange right here. Then I'm going to add a soft glow, decrease the gain, increase the glow size, and the last thing I'm going to do is add a drop shadow, and I'm just going to increase the blur like so. You can copy my settings here if you want. And the simple way of getting a shine is getting a text plus node. I'm just going to write shine, change it to Poppins, extra bold italic, size it up, decrease the tracking just a little bit. Then I'm going to go into effects, caption creator, and get a neo shine shader. And your shine will already be there with you. Now, you guys can go head over to neoedit.com and use code JASON10 to get 10% off at checkout. And you can increase the intensity of the shine. You can increase the edge size. You can increase the edge softness. You can even increase the glow.